Welcome to your meditation practice, and I'll be here to guide you every step of the way, so you might allow my voice to become your inner voice, your gentle invitation to lightly close down the eyes. When your eyes are open, we have so much going on. We have colours, patterns, textures, detail. So straight away when we close the gates to our vision, we're removing about 50% of the distraction, so it's very helpful. Otherwise, if it doesn't feel safe for you to close your eyes, you're welcome to have a soft gaze over the tip of the nose down towards the earth. And as you do so, let's start to lift up our awareness away from the outside world, starting to disconnect from external distractions, and starting to dwell on your own inner landscape. Bring the gaze inward. Notice the base of the body supported by your props, also the earth. And you might imagine from your waist down, you're growing roots deep down into the earth center. So allow the earth to hold you and know the earth is always there for you. Imagine a nice long lengthened spine. So perhaps you can imagine your spine is like a tree. So from your waist down, you're stable. The upper spine is lengthened and light, just like the branches of a tree. Your shoulders are soft away from the ears. Feel free to move your shoulders in any way before you commit to stillness. So there's distance between your ears, your shoulders. Your neck is a continuation of your spine. And your crown, the top of the head, is pointing up to all of this beautiful space, connecting with the abundance surrounding you here. And let's dwell in the heart as you bring the gaze into your heart center, Anahata chakra, or your cardiac plexus. Just take a moment to feel. So busy every day, moving throughout the day. But right now, this is a dedication to you, to your own meditation practice. Notice the rhythm of your own heart beating. And it might not happen straight away, but give yourself some time to really pause and connect. Might be helpful even to rest a hand over the heart if that resonates, just to start to feel the gentle rhythm of your own heart beating. Sending yourself love, feeling the warmth in your heart. There's so much space in your heart here. It's the area where the duality of both energies merge. So you have stability at the base of the body, lightness in your upper body, and in your heart, so much space, infinite love, compassion. You're welcome to rest your hands anywhere that feels comfortable, whether it's on your knees or in your lap, and notice the quality of your thoughts. And already, or maybe your mind has already started to wander. Send yourself compassion, detach from the mind, and now simply notice the breath. You don't have to change anything at all about the way that you're breathing. Just notice the gentle rise in the front body as you breathe in, and the gentle softness in your shoulders, the softening in the belly as you breathe out. And just take a few moments to get comfortable with your own breath, knowing you're not changing anything, you're just witnessing and observing that gentle rise and fall from within you. If the thoughts float in, send yourself compassion, loving kindness, and gently and lovingly return again to following your breath. Remember, it's a practice. Notice initially how your breath feels. Very normal to be here and shallow and chesty. However, this keeps us in a heightened state of arousal. So rather now, we're going to use a little more effort and see if you can direct the breath even deeper into the lungs. Notice how this feels for you. So we never want to pull or strain or try too hard. You're noticing your maximum. Remember, it's a practice, so be gentle with yourself. Notice how this next breath feels for you. Really feel your exhalation completely leaving the body. So it's a full deep breath. And now I'm going to guide you through a beautiful practice which I liken to a wave motion with the breath. And I have explained symbolically, we imagine the lungs are quite long. So they're not just two small little organs up in our chest here. Imagine they're expansive. So if it resonates with you, you're invited to place your hands on your belly. Let your belly be soft, so we're not sucking it in, we're allowing it to relax and soften. And you might even allow your middle fingertips to touch here. Soften through the shoulders. So we're focusing purely on this segment of the lungs, the lower lungs here. And it is rather challenging when we're first introduced. However, the idea is we're taking a deep inhalation into this lower segment of the lungs. So it's like you're blowing up a balloon in your belly as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, feel the air release and your fingertips might start to come back together. So as you breathe in, the belly expands, presses into your hands, the fingertips might separate. Exhale, release, and release all the air from the lower segment. Breathing into your belly, feel the belly press into your hands. Exhale, release, let it all go. Breathing into the belly, filling up the lower segment. Exhale, release, let it all go. And practicing at your own rhythm now. Imagine as you breathe in, you're blowing up a deflated balloon in your belly. And as you breathe out, you're releasing the air from this balloon and the belly falls back down. One more conscious breath like this at your own pace. And then you're welcome to let go of the effort and return to your natural rhythm of breathing. So just to let you know, that's really helpful for slowing down your nervous system. It helps to switch on your parasympathetic nervous system, which is all about rejuvenation, relaxation, restoration. So that is a practice. So you're welcome to practice in your own space, in your own time. Now we have the middle lung. So with this breath, again, you might rest your hands here just to help you initially. So we're aiming to focus just on this segment of the lungs, aiming to keep the belly still and the top part of the chest still. So perhaps when you breathe in, imagine you're breathing into the rib cage. The ribs flare out to the sides. And as you exhale, the rib cage falls back down. It might just be a small, subtle movement. So take a deep breath into the midsection. Perhaps the fingertips separate. Exhale, release. Fingertips come back together. Trying to keep the belly still and the chest still. So when you're ready, deep breath into the midsection, into the little intercostal muscles between the ribs. Exhale, release. Let it all go. And again, breathing into this midsection, feel the rib cage expand. Exhale, release. And one more at your own rhythm. So remember, we're not pulling or trying too hard. Just focusing on this midsection of the lungs. And once you've finished this round, you're welcome again to rest the hands anywhere that feels comfortable. Just give yourself a moment as you return to your natural breath. So as you can see, we're segmenting the breath initially just to get used to that full range or capacity of the lungs. So we've done lower, middle, and now upper. So it might be helpful to imagine with this breath, it's like you're sipping or sniffing air in through your nostrils to oxygenate the brain, bringing in more oxygen. And you might even feel a little lift, a subtle lift of the collarbones as well. So it's a very slight, subtle breath, aiming to keep everything from here down still. So it is a practice, like I keep saying, so be gentle with yourself. So when you're ready, it's just a little sniff. Exhale. Little sniff. Exhale. And again. Little sniff. And one more time at your own pace. So now that you understand the concept of the expansion of the lungs, we're going to bring it together into a beautiful fluid motion. And this is why I suggest it's like a wave breath. So imagine when you breathe in that the wave starts in the belly, gradually builds through the midsection, then all the way to the top at the collarbones. And as you exhale, you're completely releasing all of the air from the lungs. Complete yogic breath. If it resonates with you, you're invited to rest your hands if that helps you. Otherwise, using intention, and we're focusing on that movement as we breathe. So you might even visualize waves in the ocean in your mind's eye as you focus on your breath, and I'll guide you every step of the way. So firstly, wherever you're at on your breathing cycle, let's have a collective exhale out of the nose or mouth. And let's begin. Take a deep breath into the belly, rise in your ribs, all the froth and bubble at the top of the collarbones. Exhale, release. Completely remove all of the air from the lungs. And again, taking a breath into the belly, rise into the ribs, all the way to the top, just like a wave. Exhale, the wave descends out of your body, letting go, complete breath. And again, breathing in a beautiful wave of peace into your being. And as you exhale, imagine the wave leaving your body, taking with it anything you don't want to hold on to. And again, breathing in a wave of tranquility into your being, filling up the lungs. Exhale, release, completely letting go. Letting go of worry. Worry is just wasted energy. It serves absolutely no purpose other than to keep you stuck. Letting go of tension, mental or physical. Letting go of any rumination. And as you continue your wave breath, start to come into your own natural rhythm with this. You might find instinctively you naturally start to breathe in for the count of 4 from the belly, right the way to the top. And as you exhale, gently releasing nice and slow, perhaps to the count of 4. Breathing in your beautiful wave of peace into your being, nourishing yourself. Every exhale, feel the wave leave your body as you surrender and let go a little bit more. And we'll be sitting here for a few moments in stillness, following the breath, and allow your breath to guide you. If at any time your mind wanders, which it will, send yourself compassion and gently return again to the count of breath. And you'll notice with this count, it's an equalized breath. So we're breathing in for the same ratio as we breathe out. Coming into coherence, coming back to that resonance in your heart, a resonance of love. Your essence of love, peace, and joy. If you've lost your count at any time, be gentle with yourself and return again to the count of breath. Breathing in for 4 and exhaling for 4. If you find yourself becoming distracted, it's very normal and that's okay. Return again to the breath. So it's that constant redirection of bringing all your awareness back to your anchor, keeping you in the present moment. the only place you can ever fully be. So really being mindful and grateful for the breath that you're taking. And without your breath, you wouldn't even be here. So just follow one more round of breathing in for 4 and exhaling for 4. And then you're welcome to completely release the count and return to your natural breath. Notice with your natural breath, there's no pausing, there's no stopping or starting, there's no grasping. You're just allowing it to be as it is. It's an automatic process. And you'll find that this automatic process is just like a circle, a circular breath. So as you just witness your breath now, I invite you to focus on the space between your nostrils and your upper lip. Eyes still closed if it feels safe to do so. All the awareness to the space between your nostrils and your upper lip. And all you're doing is noticing the subtle change in temperature. So you might find that when you breathe in, you can feel that crisp, cool air entering in through your nostrils, your nasal passageways, into the back of your throat as you explore the depths of your lungs. And then as you breathe out of your nose, just notice if the air is subtly warmer as it lightly brushes over your upper lip. This is all that you're doing. Following the breath to notice that subtle change in temperature. And the more intimate you become with your breath like this, then you'll start to really connect to the sensations of the body rather than the mind. So as you follow that delicate sensation of breathing, just notice the sensations in your body as you do so. Perhaps you can feel that inflation through the belly, that rise in the ribs, that lift in the collarbones as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, feel the lungs completely release and your shoulders soften. You might meet the earth a little bit more intimately. As you breathe in, feel that beautiful length in your spine, softness in the shoulders. And as you exhale, feel the air leave the lungs and your bellies, your shoulders relax a little bit more. Breathing in, noticing that beautiful air, the quality of the air as you breathe in. And as you breathe out of your nose, allow yourself to release and let go a little bit more. So it's a constant practice. And while you're simply observing the breath, following the inhalation and witnessing the exhalation, allow it to be as it is. And you'll notice as you breathe in, you can allow your inhale to just naturally roll into your exhale, and your exhale to seamlessly flow into your inhale, just like that circular movement. No pausing, no stopping, that continuous movement as you breathe. The beauty of the breath. And then naturally, you might start to lengthen the breath a little deeper. So it's all about becoming curious with your own lung capacity. So remember, we don't come into discomfort. We're finding that range that suits our own body. I'm going to gently guide you back into that beautiful count of 4. So wherever you're at on your breathing cycle, let's have a collective exhale. And let's begin. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in, filling up from the belly to the top. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in, filling up the lungs from the belly to the top. Exhale, release, let it all go. A complete breath. Breathing in, feel the wave ripple peace into your being. Exhale, release the air, soften and relax. And you're welcome to sit and count your own breath for as long as you wish.